shampoo I do because I need to smell the inside of it. And I'm like, they're probably watching me on the camera like this.
She's all good at sniffing all the shampoo.
They're like, what's wrong with this girl?
Oh, that's good.
$1 million. But I mean, I didn't lose $1 million.
You know,
hanging out with us, and if you have any questions, okay, we'll just.
I'll hate my life.
You're totally fine. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a guest in person, which is so exciting. This is Hannah. She is a local makeup artist here in Tucson, and she did my makeup for Kelly's wedding, which you guys saw a couple months back. It was beautiful, so I wanted to bring her on today and basically do my makeup in person while you guys can watch and just hang out with us.
It's gonna be really exciting, guys. I'm a little nervous, but not so much.
Yeah.
And today's gonna be a little bit more than what I did for Kelly's wedding, just a heads up, because when I do like bridesmaids, it's very, I have a timeline. I mean, I have a timeline today, but we're making her glam, like soft glam. That's my specialty. So I'm really excited. Did I forget anything though?
I don't think so.
No?
How long have you been doing makeup?
Oh, okay, that's kind of important. So honestly, I've always loved makeup, but it wasn't until 2016. That's like when I had my first client, and then 2018, not to like scare anyone, but that was like my first year of like actually doing it, so maybe 2 years?
Yeah.
Consistently.
You're really young though, so I mean, that's a long time.
Yeah. Basically like my whole adult life I've like done makeup and experimented with it, but yeah.
Perfect. So we're going to just chat back and forth. You guys are going to feel like you're just hanging out with us while she does my makeup and turns this red mess into beauty.
Not you. You have great skin.
And she told me not to do any skincare beforehand, so all I did was cleanse my skin, and we're going to see what magical things she puts on. I'm excited.
I'm now mixing an illuminator, just an Anastasia one. I don't know if you want to list products for them or something. I can like write down. That way if you guys want something, you can go get it. But I'm actually mixing Kiehl's moisturizer.
Ooh, which moisturizer from them?
This one.
Oh yeah, the Ultra Facial. That's like the OG.
I know. Tell me why I spend $20 on it like every week. Because it's worth it. But I'm just going to really hydrate her skin, and I put some of that illuminator in it because it just makes the skin look so glowy, and it's just a good mixture. Base.
And what brush are you using? I've never used moisturizer with a brush. I love this.
Oh, okay. So I like it personally when I'm doing clients, just because sometimes I don't want to get up there. I mean, I can, but it's more like a client preference.
Like, I don't want to touch your skin. I do not want to touch your face.
The way that I said that, no, that's all. But seriously, like some clients are like, oh, they don't want me to touch their face.
I can see that. Oh, I love this stuff. It's got such a good finish. Really good finish.
I have tried, so this is the Benefit Porefessional. It's just the baby size. I travel, so I like the miniature stuff. But I've tried a lot of different pore filling primers, and truthfully, this is the one that I keep going back to because it doesn't break me out, and I have sensitive skin, so I know it's not gonna break my clients out. I am currently just doing eyeshadow to prep her lid. I know that some makeup artists really love primers, and I think there's a time and a place for eye primers. If somebody's like extremely oily, or usually if they're like using really like vivid bright colors, then I like a primer. But typically a good concealer will do the trick, and it covers any discoloration that anybody might have. But I always have my clients look straight forward so that I can make sure the shadow is still showing.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You know what I mean? Because like sometimes if you close your eye, like I could be down here when it needs to be up here when your eye's open. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does. I've always wondered, because some people, you can't even tell that they have anything on their lids until they close their eyes.
That's like a common thing when people do cut creases and stuff, which I'm not doing today, but that happens a lot. And by the way, I'm using the Anastasia Soft Glam palette, but like I said, we'll probably put that in the description bar for you guys. Go open, look straight forward, and then close. So she has lash extensions on, and whenever somebody has lash extensions on, I don't like to ruin their money because that's what it is there. But I like to use shadow instead of like a waterproof liner. And I'm just taking a deeper color on the outer.
It's hard to be still.
You're telling me.
That's why you don't drink coffee. You're like,
I know, I can't. Fluffy brush, medium size, small.
it looks like a deluxe crease brush from MAC.
Actually, never done makeup on somebody else on camera.
Really?
Yeah, no pressure.
Oh yeah, you do. You'll take like the photo after.
Yeah.
No.
And sometimes I'll do like the time lapses.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. This is as far as because I don't have to edit that. I just make it faster or slower.
Yeah, those are nice. We should do a time lapse with like a sunset.
Oh, that'd be pretty. Can you guys do that with a drone?
Probably not because the drone would be dead in 30 minutes. It's got a 30-minute
Lifespan.
like battery span. Yeah.
The Power Foundation. I'm gonna have you look straight up, and this is just my cellar water. It's a lot more gentle than like a wipe. Then tugging at her skin, and then I'm gonna have you close, and I'm just gonna kind of dust a little bit of this powder out of your lashes. So you guys, I'm using a cheapie, what is this? It's just cheap, but it's really good quality.
Drugstore.
That's the word.
And I was like, that's the word she's looking for. Drugstore.
Not cheap, okay guys? Because drugstore is honestly coming around. Like, I don't know if there's anybody who's a makeup artist or an aspiring makeup artist or just a makeup lover watching this, you don't need the most expensive thing out there. There's a lot of really amazing things out there.
And most of the brands are owned by the two same companies, like Estee
Exactly.
Lauder, and is it Maybelline or L'Oreal?
L'Oreal.
Like they own most companies, so the high-end stuff is kind of the same sometimes as the drugstore.
It really is.
It's made in the same places.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Physicians Formula. Is that the highlighter or is it an eyeshadow?
Mm-hmm. Butter
What does it
highlight.
smell
I
like?
actually used it as a highlight
Oh
today.
my gosh, why is everything smell so good from them?
It makes me want to eat it.
Yes,
And-
I love their bronzer.
Oh yeah, I have that too. Every time I use that, it's very coconutty and like summery.
It
and
just
I'm like,
reminds
"Don't
you of
just
being on the
wanna
beach."
go?" Yes, exactly.
Good on them. That's like a smell that everyone can associate with vacation. I guess the difference is like drugstores don't let you test anything out. You have to go to Ulta, and not everything can be tested at Ulta.
Very true.
But it's probably up to the brand's discretion. They're probably like, no, we don't want like hundreds of products being
We're
thrown
cheap.
away. We're cheap.
And then they just let everyone open up every box.
I used to
Their
do that.
logic.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd go to CVS and Walgreens. I'd be like, this doesn't look right.
Same. Actually, I still do it.
I
not
do
gonna
with
waste-
shampoo.
Well,
Shampoo I do because I need to smell the
Oh, of
inside of it. And I'm
course.
like, and
I
I'm like,
know.
they're probably watching me on the camera like, this
she's
girl
all
is
good
the
at
best.
sniffing all the shampoo.
They're like, what's wrong with this
Like,
girl?
oh, that's good. I'm trying to get a little bit, like I've tried out a lot of clean beauty or like stuff, but it's like I never feel actually clean.
I know. It's
They
because
trick
it's like
us into thinking.
oils and it's like not. It's because if you don't have like a soapy situation, it's not like foaming on your hair.
Yeah.
You feel like it's not actually cleaning. And Lush has a lot of good products, but they never foam
they're
up.
like the OG.
But they don't
like,
foam
clean
up. There's
beauty.
like a salt shampoo, a sea salt shampoo, and I'm like, I'm putting like salt in my hair.
I know
It makes it
exactly
feel
what you're
dirty.
talking about.
It's so interesting. But yeah, they're like, it's cleansing. I'm like, it doesn't feel like it.
Whatever you say. I feel like those are the things you have to use for like a month, and then you're like,
Yeah,
okay.
probably. I think we still have, like, we're on a second ultra facial cream and we both use like that big tub. Like, it does
Oh,
last
the
a
big
while.
tub. That's what I have at my house.
Yeah, I mean, it lasts a pretty good amount of time. Damn it. Whose car is that?
So for this part,
I'm like, Aaron, go turn on the car.
rude. I mixed a couple foundations, and I hate to break it to you guys. It's very rare that I ever have like the perfect foundation shade for somebody. But I really like to match. This is something that Ada and I were talking about off camera that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and she brought it up too, but that when you're matching your face, when you go in, was that your stomach? I'm sorry, spoke to me. But when you go into anywhere, try matching in between your chest and your neck. Don't necessarily go with your neck because your hair's down, your chin casts like a shadow to say, but I would match somewhere in between there. And so like if you can't necessarily get help from like an employee or you just are more of a do-it-yourself kind of person, follow that tip and it'll help. And then also blend your foundation down your neck.
Yeah, don't leave the foundation right here.
It's not
You wanna go
2009
all the way-
anymore. Like, I swear we all did that.
I know, it's bad. If you can see like the line right around like that chin and like that jawbone, you've got to go further down, even if it's just a little ways down your neck. Because you're saying go all the way, like pretty much kind of down.
So and I think that just blending it till here and then like fading it out, like you'll see too. I'm using a okay, by the way, sometimes I use a brush. Right now I just happen to pick up the sponge, the Real Technique sponge. But you'll see I always start on the neck, like the jawline and the neck, and then go down. And I feel like when you do this, even if you don't have the correct shade really, you're good. Yeah. No one's gonna be like, oh my gosh, it's like clocky for that. Okay? I think that's the word. Clock.
It's just noticeable when it's like right here. But if you go all the way down, you can just make it look like
seamless.
It's your shade.
Yeah. It looks
just
really,
make it your shade.
Like airbrushed, basically, because that's what it is doing, kind of creating that airbrush effect. I've even seen like celebrity makeup artists mention that it's really rare to have like your whole body be one color.
It is, because I mean even my thighs get tanner than my calves. It's so strange. Or like your arms here are way tanner than up here.
Yeah.
It's all just uneven, so nobody's gonna be like, wow, your neck looks a lot whiter than your freaking hand.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop with foundation at this point and we're going to do some contouring. So if I get really into this, because you guys might be like, why? There's no foundation on her face. Just wait.
I'm excited. I don't think I've ever had it the opposite way. Yeah, because usually contouring happens once the foundation's on. This is cool.
I feel like it's just more seamless in pictures and like it just looks really pretty. And that's how we're going to bring the shape. So please hold. Because I got to accommodate everyone. You know what I'm saying?
I like the forehead. It's looking good.
It's just making fun.
It's scary. So I know that looks extremely scary, but I took the contour shade and I took it all over her forehead. Not that she really doesn't have a big forehead. She has a nice forehead. It's a nice forehead. And what I'm going to do is I'm taking a really dense brush. I actually got this in my BoxyCharm and I love it. But I just swipe that on there and then I blend away and I really blend into the hairline because obviously this is not her correct shade. Obviously. It's much darker, but what I'm doing is I'm creating dimension underneath. So once I put foundation on top, it's going to trick the eye. And I'm not too worried if I'm messy with it because there's no foundation that we're going to mess up. So now I'm going to have her turn her head.
That's true. That gives you less pressure because you can play with this before.
Exactly. So sometimes it takes a little bit and like I wouldn't do this every day. There's just no need to do, I mean, actually, that's false. I probably would do this every day. But like if you're in a rush, I wouldn't sit here and do this. But for special occasions, just take your makeup up a notch. And or if you're going to be photographed, this is amazing. I do it on brides. So what I did basically over here, you guys, for contouring, because I know that's like the thing that people are scared of and intimidated. But I go from the top of her ear and kind of like a little bit above it, like where her temple is going in right here. And then I go like this. And I'm following her cheekbone and I sweep it up. And I bring it pretty close in because I don't know if you guys can see that. Her cheekbone is like higher. See? When she smiles, it's so pretty. So I'm just going to take some time and just really buff this in. This will be the part where you can, you know, go over. If I'm
good. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I look like a bronze goddess.
See? We're making you look like you came from the beach.
So let's spill this tea. I love tea spilling.
Okay, so about that, how like Botox and everything is really pushed. I went to a place here in Tucson, very popular.
We're gonna have to. I'm gonna need.
Yes, but and
this is some names.
I know. The moral of the story is I went in there for a consultation and left with a sheet of paper. I just wanted one thing. I wanted one thing, which was my nose because I broke it, so I'm trying to get it fixed, and I didn't want surgical. But anyway, I left with this sheet, and it had added up to I think $15,000 or something because they said that I should get lip filler and under eye filler and have my temples filled out, and I left feeling not good about myself.
$15,000? Holy crap.
It was a lot. It was a lot. Like basically to redo my face. So if you're young and you go to somewhere, it's okay to get Botox. It's okay to do those kind of things, but don't let somebody else pressure you into that.
No, and they're pressuring you because they want you to spend all that money. And a good esthetician and cosmetologist and what else are they called? I think estheticians usually, right?
Yeah.
Some of them are even doctors or nurses. But yeah, they shouldn't want you to do all that stuff. Their goal is to only look at the things that you are telling them about. They should not be giving you recommendations on how to fix things that you didn't bring to them.
Because you're not a problem that needs to be fixed.
Yeah, they're just
pretty. I'm looking at the
crazy.
viewfinder.
Oh yeah.
This whole time.
You look in the
whole time. She's looking that way, I'm over here. I just realized. Okay, by the way, you guys, I'm going in with a foundation, and I'm not, because you guys are probably like, is it going to take away the contour that I did, and it won't. So I placed it in the spots that have no makeup on it yet. So her neck has makeup, her jawline has a contour cream, her cheekbones, her forehead. So I'm just going to be very thin layers. It might seem like a lot. I think a lot of people get intimidated when they see makeup artists doing things, but we typically, at least me as a makeup artist, I do it in thin layers, and that way it sets properly, and it's not cakey. But I'm just taking foundation and just kind of working it onto her skin in the places where there wasn't any product. And then when there's just a little bit left on the sponge, that's when I go over the cream, contour, or bronzer. It's more of a bronzing shade.
Okay, so you're technically putting foundation in, you said everywhere that nothing
That
is on the
doesn't-
skin, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least not the contour.
Yeah. And then that's where I focus on blending it in, and that's because, like, if I were to put it straight over it and then go in with concealer and then go in with everything, it's like so many layers. All right. So I think I'm about ready for concealer, and I will go into you guys, and it's all sheer layers, thin layers. It's a process.
Alright, maybe this covered up my keto rash. Oh yeah, it looks more balanced.
Yeah, and we'll put some glow there too. I like to bring the glow
Yes.
everywhere. I have to wash my brushes every single time I use them and sanitize them, so my stuff tends to kind of fall apart a little bit quicker.
Which kind of gives it character.
Yeah,
Like
and it's like a good one.
Oh, I have a question for you, because someone told me, another makeup artist in town told me that people, when you do their makeup, some people steal your brushes. Is this a fact?
I swear to you, yes.
What is wrong with people? Why are they stealing like a
Or
random brush that you
lip-
have obviously used?
Mm-hmm. Or lipstick. I find that a lot. It'll be on the, and so I'm like, I'm watching you. Hold on, my stomach. But yes, it happens.
Wow.
It's
She
just
said
like,
that somebody stole like, you know, like maybe, it might have been longer ago, like 3-4 years ago, there was that contour brush from NARS, which was like the black one. And that was like $100 brush. She said that someone had stolen that from her.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with people? I can't believe
Just like, go and get it yourself. Find a dupe. Ask your makeup artist. We'll probably spill at least that kind of stuff, you know?
That's really sad. I thought that it was just kind of a myth. I didn't realize people actually
No.
stole brushes. It doesn't even cross my mind when at a wedding. There's so much going on.
Why? Who's got time to steal?
Yeah, why are you stealing
what do they
a
call
brush?
it?
Kleptomaniacs? Kleptos? No. Maybe it's why they do it though, like, because at a wedding you already start to drink and you're just like, I'm gonna take this brush, and then you're like, I stole a brush from a makeup artist yesterday.
And then you go home with your goods, and then the makeup artist is out there and can't do her contour right. No, I'm joking.
It's crazy. I thought, I honestly was like, this can't be a real thing, but I guess it is.
Mm-hmm. You can always like do the, you know what I mean, over it. Like, doing that, I think I'm going to move on to setting the bronzer. And this is all, normally I'm very like up in my client's face, you guys. So like, for instance, for a while, if you guys saw it, I didn't know that I didn't blend right there. That's fine. I got it. It's all good. It makes such a huge difference. Like, even if you have dry skin, using a little bit of powder just like is so smoothing, and it just creates a really pretty effect. It also helps with longevity. There's actually, you don't always need powder though. Like, I think people think that you need it all the time, but you actually don't.
I feel like MAC and NARS like look so similar. Are they gotta be owned by the same
They
people.
I don't know if they are, but yeah, they do.
They look like very similar brands. And then Tom Ford kind of like does a little black and white too, but he's designer. That's interesting. Ooh, the shimmer.
We're gonna do this before I go in with the powder, like contour, and I would do this like a child. I'm like,
Is that
Instead of-
Dermablend or? Oh no, it's Anastasia. So this is
Anastasia.
what you used with the moisturizer in the beginning.
Exactly, yep. And I feel like everything needs to look the same. Like, honestly, truthfully, if she has, like, I probably could cover that for you, too. Your keto rash.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. I get that, too, but are used to, actually. But, like, for instance, if I have a bride or someone that's going to a special event, I'll even go as far as to take the foundation down. So she does have, like, more of a pink, like, red that shows through. And so I would normally bring foundation down. And I might even do that at the very end when we do, like, the end shot to show you guys how seamless. Like, it's okay to do that if you have an event.
Yeah.
And it's not going to look like, oh my gosh, there's so much makeup. Like, it's all in the way that you do it.
And I've seen a lot of people, do, like, the collarbone just to, like, bring that out because you can put that shimmer there. It looks really nice.
And it's really, it totally brings it all together.
And I think we're always in a process of learning because you just taught me about bronzing. I didn't know that was a thing. And the industry is always changing based on the latest trends. So you're always, like, you're learning something new and then you're getting new tools that you have to use, new products that you have to play with.
Exactly.
Like, no one had to deal with glitter glue. Like,
oh
in
my
2005,
gosh, I know.
there was no glitter glue.
Yeah.
And now it's something that we're like, okay, this glitter is obviously having a lot of fallout. We need glitter glue.
Like, oh,
good idea.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. So it's definitely an ever-changing industry for sure.
I'm actually going to hydrate you. And I do this to everyone. I use a lot of layers and stuff, so I think that hydrating the skin is the best thing that you can do for it. But I'm going to have you do cheesy smile again. And the reason why I do that is I like to put a little bit on the balls of the cheek, which is this little ball part, if you don't know.
You don't know, now you know.
But I like to do that, and I just kind of round it over and then take it up the cheekbone. And the cheekbone is when you smile. It's this right here. It's kind of like right smack dab on top of your contour, actually. You don't want to go all the way up here.
Oh, really? You don't want to go all the way up there?
I mean, you can. It creates like more of a dewy kind of effect, but I like to keep it on the cheekbone.
I like that.
Okay, so now I'm going to take, I didn't do blush before because I like to do blush afterwards, and it kind of just sandwiches, blends the contour and the highlight. So go ahead and straight forward, and then smiles, apples of the cheek, and then up. And this color looks very like pink, but it's actually really pretty. It's kind of like a flush color.
It is really pretty.
I think that's part of like growing too. Like what? We're in our 20s, almost 30s. That's all part of it. It just sucks. Yeah. You start to figure out who those people are, though.
Yeah, you can smell them from a mile away. Aaron's really good at that. He can like sense like good or bad people, and I'm like, oh, she's so nice. 6 months passes, he's like, she gave me a bad vibe. I told you.
That's my husband. They know.
They have like good intuition. Yeah, because it's not me. I'm like, oh, she's so nice.
That's literally.
Yeah,
I'm very naive.
Now I'm like,
that they're doing.
Now I'm just like, I don't want any new friends.
I'm kind of like, I'm good with my little group.
Yeah.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, I know. In college, I was like, oh my god, I have so many friends.
Were you in a sorority?
Like 50 people for like a second.
Oh my god. I don't know. I just wanted to ask you that.
Two sisters slept with my boyfriend at the time while I had mono for a month.
Was that U of A?
Yeah, U of A.
Of course. U of A, and where else? ASU? Okay,
ASU.
known for that?
I mean, probably, but mono, like, really, I almost said the F word, and I was like, tone it down. They're 10-year-old. Mono really messes with you. Like, it stays with you forever, and it makes you, like, groggy and sleepy, like, long term. Like, it will always be a part of me, and it's not active.
No way.
And I can't give it to someone because I'm not actively sick, but it's forever with you. It's sucky.
They used to, like, that was a big thing. When I was in middle school.
Yeah.
I think you were in probably. Well, no, I was freshman.
Probably middle school.
Yeah.
No, wait. Yeah. No, I was in high school because I'm 3 years older than you.
Yeah, you were in high school and I was like in middle school, and they were like, don't share water bottles. Oh, did you have to change your channel?
No, so every video you upload now, it says, is this made for kids? And I just say no, because I'm not here for the children.
Okay, so
I'm not here for the kids. 18 and plus, because we're all cussing here. Although a lot of my mom friends have said that their kids like learn all the bad words like now when they're like 6.
I mean, shoot, you log on to freaking Twitter. Learn them all there within one scroll. Like, I'm just saying. It's like a thing. So I'm gonna moisturize your lips, and this is just Vaseline, which is actually not the best moisturizer. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
That it just like moisturizes the top of it in the long run. It makes your lips more chapped.
It's like chapstick.
Yes, like it's a scam.
It is.
But I'm
Because
using
then you need
it.
more over time. Kelly fell for the scam. She's a chapstick-holic.
Oh no.
Chapstaholic?
She needs to get some of those lip
Chapstaholic.
maps. Chapstick-holic? Kelly's so sweet.
Kelly is the best.
Yeah.
Perfect. Try not to take this makeup off till 10 p.m.
She's all sleeping in it. Oh, I had she would never. The
Never?
skincare addict in me was like, no, but I had a client tell me. She's like, I loved it so much I slept in it. And
You're
I was
like, oh no, you shouldn't do that.
please don't. I was like, don't come for me when you've got a pimple. Okay, so this is just soft spoken, and I'm just going to, I don't really like to overline other people. Myself, I personally do, unless somebody wants me to. I mean, I will. But I always use lip liner. And I think sometimes people can be scared of it. But I'm literally using a color that is
they're
her
afraid.
shade.
They're afraid of like doing it wrong because it's.
It kind of is. You gotta get really in there.
Yeah. I love their new packaging. They did a really good job with. It looks more luxe.
Oh, I know, right? I love it.
Like
when
the
I
black
pull
and
it
gold,
out.
it's beautiful. Yeah.
And this is a very light shade. And I'm just going to set it on like the center of her lips. And then I'll use my finger to just kind of tap that out. Again, like the warmth. Use your hands. Like they're the first tools that people use. Brushes weren't a thing at one point. Pretty color on Kelly's wedding day. And then this is just a ColourPop So Juicy lip gloss. It has a little, I think it's like minty almost. I don't know what it is. Is it minty? And it's supposed to be like plumping, but it just makes the lips like look fuller. Because
Which brand did you say?
ColourPop.
I love Too Faced has the similar, like the lip plumping. I think
Oh,
I have one for you.
The Too Faced one is way, I'm not gonna lie, it does way more than this
I mean, the Too Faced one, remember I did like the test on my hand? It like, I got like a huge rash because I think it's supposed to make your lips
You're giving
rash
yourself,
up.
yep.
You're basically giving your lips a rash and that's what causes them to get plump.
We love that. What are we doing? Well, beauty's like so weird. We're just like, yes, it hurts a little, my eyes are watering, it's fine, I'll have good lips. That's, yeah. Pretty. So pretty, guys. How does it look? Just let me know. Be nice to me. Oh, does that go back there? I'm gonna bring it.
Oh no,
She's
you're totally
like,
fine.
Please don't make me look like I'm in like 6th grade.
Look at that highlight. As soon as I move, oh yeah.
Right? And any lighting at any angle. She just
And
looks
this light is just making, it's healthy. That's like the
But
best
then
way to describe it. It's like a healthy glow, super bronzy. You look like you've slept. You look like you've eaten all your vegetables.
That's what we're
Got all
going.
the collagen.
Who needs supplements?
Who needs collagen? I just need Hannah.
I love it.
I hope you guys loved this video. We obviously had a lot of fun chatting back and forth. It's been a lot of laughs and it's been a really good time. So I will have all of her information down in the description box below, as well as all the products that she used. She's going to tell me everything that was used because I actually need to buy some of this stuff. I need this brow liner, brow pencil. Same thing. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below and we will